What's up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Kaz Reacts, and yeah, we're back with another Tom MacDonald video. I can't seem to get enough. But before we get started, let's take a look at this screen and this comment left by William Grissom, or am I saying it wrong? Grissom or Grisham? Let me know if I'm right or wrong. Over here, he says, great reaction, brother. As an old school hip hop head, I wanted to let you know that I appreciate your breakdowns. Thank you, brother. I have included a list in order, and I'm psyched to see you take this journey. All right. So I've already done Dear Rappers. Then he's been kind enough to list the releases, I believe, in the correct order. As you can see over here, I'm scrolling through. There's 62. Somehow I started at number 62, so here we go. But nevertheless, I got a lot of catching up to do. But today, we're going to watch Castles, Tom MacDonald Castles, coming up right after the intro. Let's go. All right, so since the last time we did this, and I reacted to Tom MacDonald's video, the last one I watched was Dear Rappers. I seriously enjoyed the living crap out of that. I really enjoyed it. It was so much fun. And in terms of the sound, the approach, everything clicked for me. But today, Castles, black and white video, I'm assuming that means it's something a bit more emotional, something a bit more introspective. So I'm not expecting a bar-heavy release this time around. I haven't heard it. I have no idea. But the video, just this particular image, says that already. Let's get started and see where we go with this. Down the rabbit hole.
I see you at the liquor store, leaving with the cheapest kind of beer on the shelf. You ain't living on the street, but you barely making rent. And I relate because I'm struggling myself. I see you smile at the clerk while you fumble through your purse. I just wish I had a little more to help. I imagine where you're living, how you feeling, what you love, and who you'll be if you can make it out your hell. I see you at the bus stop, looking at the sidewalk, smoking that.
Okay, I was right. My impression from just seeing that black and white image. But what he's saying, obviously, he's speaking from experience. You can see it, you can hear it. I'm going to go back. I know a lot of people told me that they don't mind if I go back, which I will do. But just quickly looking at him, he does look younger, slightly younger in this. I can see there's less tattoos. The hog tattoo isn't there, at least. Yeah, I think that's it. He seems a bit slimmer too, just visually. So, but what he's doing is suitable to the song. Has that sort of like a nice guitar riff, or the loop that he's using. And he's putting some melody in his raps. So let's just see. I'm going to listen to it again. But yeah, he's talking about that guy buying the cheapest beer in the store, and he can relate to him. And I guess it's probably going to be about the addiction.
Because I'm struggling myself, it's gonna be.
Here we go.
I see you at the liquor store, leaving with the cheapest kind of beer on the shelf. You ain't living on the street, but you barely making rent. And I relate because I'm struggling myself. I see you smile at the clerk while you fumble through your purse. I just wish I had a little more to help. I imagine where you're living, how you feeling, what you love, and who you'll be if you can make it out your hell. I see you at the bus stop, looking at the sidewalk, smoking half a cigarette, waiting for a ride. Kinda limp when you walk and look away. When you talk, you're ashamed, I can see it in your eyes. Probably got a NASCAR shirt and a car that you love, but you're here cause you're too afraid to drive. It's been almost 10 years since the day that you crashed. Can't forget about the little boy's life. Everybody's got a story. If you look a little closer, you can see it in the wrinkles in their face. They can hide it in the silence, they can bury it and fight it, but it comes out when the hair is turning gray. You can feel it if you touch them, you can tell that they are troubled. You can hear the story running through their veins. We all travel different roads and we put on different clothes. Underneath it all, we're really all the same. We've all got problems and we all feel alone. We've all been haunted by the secrets we hold.
All right. So the song is like I thought it would be, super introspective, showing a kinder, softer side of Tom MacDonald that maybe some of the more aggressive songs haven't really put on display. It's got a bit of a rock feel, obviously. The chorus comes in and he's singing, and he's talking about how everybody's got a story. So it's a concept that I'm familiar with. I've seen it. I mean, obviously, if you listen to enough music, you've come across similar sort of stories. But his observations and his little nuances or the things he noticed, like the person waiting at the bus stop with a cigarette, and talk about the guy with the NASCAR T-shirt and the person who has a car but doesn't want to drive it or whatever. You can tell that he has gone through similar sort of experiences. Because, at least for me, when I write songs, I find these kind of songs are the hardest to write, because if they don't come from a real place, it comes off as fake and forced. And you don't want, especially in hip hop, you never want to sound like you're forcing something. And if you're not speaking from experience, it shows. But hearing him describe all these different scenarios and different situations for these different people, you can tell that either he has firsthand experience or he knows people going through it, and he's taken some of those to inspire the song. But yeah, commendable. Love it.
Forget about the little boy's life.
Wait.
Afraid of the shame, I can see it in your eyes.
The guy who walks with a limp and he looks away because he's shamed, and then he mentioned that he had a car accident and a kid lost their life. Let me know if this is based on any life events, or is it just sort of in his imagination, or is this something he's actually experienced or knows people who've gone through it? I mean, obviously, eventually we will find someone who's gone through something like that. But I'm curious to know. You guys know.
Waiting for a ride. Kind of limp when you walk and look away. When you talk, you're ashamed. I can see it in your eyes. Probably got a NASCAR shirt and a car that you love, but you're here because you're too afraid to drive. It's been almost 10 years since the day that...
Oh, you're too afraid to drive. That's why. It's been almost 10 years. Okay.
Car shirt and a car that you love, but you're here because you're too afraid to drive. It's been almost 10 years since the day that you crashed. Can't forget about the little boy's life. Everybody's got a story. If you look a little closer, you can see it in the wrinkles in their face. They can hide it in the silence, they can bury it and fight it, but it comes out when the hair is turning gray. You can feel it if you touch them, you can tell that they are troubled. You can hear the story running through their veins. We all travel different roads and we put on different clothes. Underneath it all, we're really all the same. We've all got problems and we all feel alone. We've all been haunted by the secrets we hold. We could fill our coffins with the rocks they have thrown, or we could build our castles with the sticks and the stones. We've all got problems and we all feel alone. We've all been haunted by the secrets we hold.
Is that a choir of children in the background that I'm hearing? But what he's saying is super nice. Like, it gives you hope, right? Like, you feel good when you hear him say what he says about how you can take these rocks that they throw at you and weigh your coffin down, or you can take these sticks and stones. You know, sticks and stones can break my bones. You can take those sticks and stones and build your castle, which is super. I love it.
Our coffins with the rock.
I'm in my field, sorry.
They have thrown, or we could build our castles with the sticks and the stones. We've all got problems and we all feel alone.
And it's nice, you start seeing the more positive imagery, the smiling faces, when he switches the message to, you can build your castles, and you literally see people smiling. Oh, sorry, my phone's still on ringer. My bad, guys. Let me turn this shit off. All right, let's keep going.
We've all been haunted by the secrets we hold. We could fill our coffins with the rocks they have thrown, or we could build our castles with the sticks and the stones. I see you sitting on the front porch playing with a radio, looking to the sky. Probably living in that house all alone these days, trying to find a better way to pass time. Got a wheelchair ramp leading up to the door. I can see that you walk just fine. Probably hate it because it isn't getting used anymore, and you only ever built it for your wife. Everywhere that I walk, see you on the sidewalk begging for a little loose change.
Ooh, I didn't see that coming. Because I was wondering, I'm like, ooh, he's got a wheelchair ramp to the house. And he walks just fine. What the hell does he need that for? And then he's like, oh, he built it for his wife.
Probably living in that house all alone these days, trying to find a better way to pass time. Got a wheelchair ramp leading up to the door. I can see that you walk just fine. Probably hate it because it isn't getting used anymore, and you only ever built it for your wife. Everywhere that I walk, see you on the sidewalk begging for a little loose change for some dope. Probably got a mama and a papa spending everything they make, trying to clean you up enough to take you home. Used to have a good job, used to get good grades, used to have big dreams, and he lost hope. When your girlfriend died, giving birth to your son, you're the father that'll probably never know. Everybody has a tale that they're too afraid to tell. You can see it in the cracks in their hands. They can cover it with smiles if you walk a couple miles in their shoes, and you'll know where they stand. Everyone who really lived had to climb out of a ditch they were in before they found the right path. If you want to know the truth about what we've been going through, then try to put your phone away so you can ask. We've all got problems.
Wow. Like I said, this guy is extremely talented at taking a lot and squishing it into a verse. And he's taking you all over the place. He's pulling you in different directions. And because he's hitting on so many different areas and different points, he's bound to find something that will connect with you as a listener. So it's not like if I'm just talking about one particular subject, one particular experience, that all you see and all you get is, or at least the audience, there's only one set of the audience that will relate to it. But the way he does the way he formulates his verses, he always finds a way to reach many people. And yeah, I'm really enjoying this song. And it's got me in my feels too. I just noticed, by the way, this my light diffuser. It's, I guess, right here. It should be over there, but whatever. Let's keep going.
And we all feel alone.
Is it called a light diffuser? I don't know. It's the thing to kind of like not make the light so harsh in your face.
We've all been haunted by the secrets we hold. We could fill our coffins with the rocks they have thrown, or we could build our castles with the sticks and the stones. We've all got problems and we all feel alone. We've all been haunted by the secrets we hold. We could fill our coffins with the rocks they have thrown, or we could build our castles with the sticks and the stones. We are the neighbors that you'll never meet. We are the strangers walking down your street. We are a million faces in the crowd. We are the ones the system's tearing down. We are the people working to survive. We are more than just our 9 to 5s. We are the shopping malls and streetcars. We are one. It's time to tell them just who we are. We've all got problems and we all feel alone. We've all been haunted.
There's a really beautiful message in this song. You know, like initially it was sort of like highlighting all the negative elements that some people have experienced. And then the chorus pulls you up and makes you hopeful. And now he leaves you with a message that we're all in this together, essentially, which is the polar opposite of where I started with my journey listening to his music. If you recall, if you go back to the Riot video, which ironically is the first video I reacted to from Tom MacDonald, I was like, he's the guy who makes controversial music and political stuff. Well, here we go. I'm super touched by this. But like I was saying earlier, writing this sort of stuff is maybe more difficult than writing the, I'm the best, I'm this, I'm that. I can jump over the Empire State Building in one leap or whatever, right? The bragging stuff is easy. This comes from experience. This comes from a place of, you have to live it. Otherwise, it comes off as forced, and it doesn't sound forced to me. It sounds real.
By the secrets we hold, we could fill our coffins with the rocks they have thrown, or we could build our castles with the sticks and the stones. We've all got problems and we all feel alone. We've all been haunted by the secrets we hold. We could fill our coffins with the rocks they have thrown, or we could build our castles with the sticks and the stones. We've all got problems and we all feel alone. We've all been haunted by the secrets we hold. We could fill our coffins with the rocks they have thrown, or we could build our castles with the sticks and the stones.
All right. That was great. Little do people know, I like rock music. I listen to some rock music, not too much. System of a Down is probably my favorite band. But I grew up, I'll tell you a quick story before I let you guys go. I grew up with a guy and we were best friends, and we were obsessed with hip hop for a very long time. And then summer break would come up. Of course, my family couldn't afford to travel, so I would just stick around. And he traveled and came back. And when he came back, he's like, "Nah, man, that rap stuff, kids, that rap stuff is over for me. I listen to Pantera. I listen to Anthrax now. I listen to this and this and this." I'm like, "Who?" And then, obviously, he gave me a cassette, CD or whatever. And yeah, so I started listening to all that other kind of stuff too. So I have always had some interest in rock music. And it continues today. This was awesome. The message received loud and clear. It's not surprising to me that mainstream music and charts and so on won't want to push him, because it goes against their divide and conquer approach. I don't know if everybody agrees with me on that, but that seems to be the way of the world at the moment. So I really enjoyed this song. And yeah, I think I'm definitely going to go back and listen to this again. I got nothing bad to say again. This is great. Yeah, thank you to everybody who's been watching all my reactions. I did get all your suggestions and requests. I'll try my best to get to them. I have a bunch of requests that I need to get to. But nevertheless, if you have an opportunity, check out some other reactions. If you're interested enough, look up Kaz Money on Spotify. Feel free to listen to some music. I've got some links in my channel as well. Let me know what you guys think, nevertheless. All right, so that was Castle's super thumbs up on this one. Yeah. I'm really looking forward to getting my CDs. I've ordered all the CDs from his page. So hopefully those will arrive soon, all the way over here in cold-ass Sweden. Nevertheless, thank you for watching. If you haven't already, you know what to do. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the notification bell, leave a comment. Let me know what you think, and requests and suggestions are always welcome. So, peace and love.